how to reinvent ourselves in the post-pandemic world. This is the topic which is in the mind of everybody, not me only. Everybody is thinking about how to reinvent themselves. Let me begin by a very simple explanation that if you look at the theory of science, our galaxy was formed 14 billion years ago by Big Bang. So that exactly is the time in which our galaxy was formed, approximately 14 billion years ago. And when did the first life start on Earth? 4 billion years ago. That means for 10 billion years, from 14 billion to 4 billion, 10 billions, there was no life on Earth. This is a truth by verified by science. Now tell me what happened that after 10 billion years, the life began to come on Earth. This is an indication that you have to reinvent. By design or by accident, Earth must have reinvented itself or done something to create situation in which life would have prospered on Earth. So that is the first reinvention which we can talk about and think about how to reinvent. A planet reinvented itself to see that life grows on it. Why others planet could not do that? Why they could not create life? Because they did not probably reinvent either by design or by accident. So that my first thing is that reinventing yourself after any pandemic or endemic or any situation is as old as the Big Bang and the creation of life on Earth. So this is not a new thing that we are doing. Second thing is that if you look at the history of mankind, man has always been reinventing themselves. If you look at the history, there were around 9 people who were similar to the Homo sapiens, which we are. Why 8 did not survive and why only Homo sapiens survived? That is also a thing to ponder about. It is because of the fact that we reinvented, the Homo sapiens reinvented themselves as far as environment is concerned, as far as geography is concerned, far as our weaponry tactics were concerned to fight with the other human-like species, the adaptability, the migration, long distance migration. If you look at that, Indonesia had Homo erectus, they did not survive. Neanderthals were in Europe, they could not survive. Why Homo sapiens only survived? Because they reinvented. So after the Big Bang and the formation of the first life on Earth, we started reinventing ourselves to survive. So Homo sapiens is still continuing that reinvention, reinventing themselves. Now is a time in which we are alive. That's why we are feeling that we are reinventing ourselves. It's not like that. Those who would have been alive during all these phases of human history, they would have also been reinventing themselves. So the third thing comes about, if you look at the cycle of the civilizational progress, first we may have started with fire. That was a reinvention, reinventing ourselves. Then after hunting and gathering, we started cooking. Then after that reinventing of fire, we have gone to the agricultural and settled society. That was also a reinvention. Wheel was a reinvention which changed our lifestyle. Then after that, agriculture, urbanization, this conquering of the seas, then settled communities in urban societies, trade, then you had industrial society, and now we are coming to the age of fifth generation after the steam engine. These are all reinventions of humankind. We cannot deny the fact that we have to constantly reinvent. Sometimes it is seen, sometimes it is not seen, but reinvention goes on. The French, for that matter, always say the most permanent thing in life is change. There's nothing called permanent thing in life except change. And we have to accept that change has to be there. So I will come straight away to 2, 3 points in which we can reinvent ourselves. One is that reinvention of our mindset. We must reinvent our belief. The system in which we have been believing earlier, it has to be changed slightly. We have to change the way we see life now, change the way we see ourselves, the way we see the world. Everything is in flux. Right now, while I'm talking, 2 companies are searching how to survive. I will give you the example of 2 companies. Olympus is a great name in digital photography. Now they have closed this digital camera business and shifting to other business. Before 5 years or 2 years, Olympus was a big name. So Nobody requires this digital photograph. Everything is in the phone. Right now, I will tell you one great example of how post-pandemic world a business has been wiped out, on the verge of getting wiped out. That is Airbnb, tourism industry. That is going a transitional change. Airbnb is searching how their business will survive. They are on the verge of collapse. So they have to reinvent. They just cannot sit. So there are so many things in our life that will also be slowly going into oblivion. What to go into oblivion, what we have to take care of, that is our way of seeing life. So reinvention of mindset. Now nothing will be permanent. You cannot expect that for 100 years this thing will remain. No, every day something will change and you have to accept the fact. Wearing of mask is now a fact. Carrying a sanitizer is a fact. In fact, the word sanitizer, I may tell you, before this pandemic, most of us have not used it, and most of us would not have imagined to carry it in our office or in our home, or such a, even the children knows the spelling of a sanitizer. Such is the change of mindset. So we have to prepare our mind. Nothing should shock us. We have to accept the bad with the good with the bad, and we have to constantly screen out those which is suitable for us and those which are not suitable for us. This is the way we have to go about in our mindset. Now, second reinvention which I feel needs to be done is in the field of health. Earlier we used to think that health is a area in which we will take out some time to give it to health. Fitness is something which is not required it as of now, because I'm busy in something else in our career. Fitness will take precedence after a certain year. Health only comes after 40 years or 50 years. Before that, everybody is healthy. These kind of notions in which health and fitness was regarded as something different from your lifestyle, everyday lifestyle, that thinking has to be changed. Now, fitness, health is a part of your daily lifestyle. You have to inculcate this in your daily life. It is not that you have to take out extra time grudgingly by giving favor to it. No, make it inbuilt. Like in phone, some apps are inbuilt. You don't have to download it from the apps gallery. So likewise, health and fitness is a kind of an app which has to be built in your daily routine, daily lifestyle. It should not be downloaded as and when it is required. Now the second question is that how to go about that life, health. It is up to you to go into whatever satisfies you, whatever gives you relaxed mind, whatever suits your body. But some kind of fitness and health has to be. If somebody likes running, they should go for running. Somebody likes jogging, they should go for jogging. Somebody likes to walk, they should go for. Somebody like gym, they can go. But as we see the world as of now, collective sports is a long term desire. It may not happen immediately. We cannot go out and play football. We cannot go and play out cricket. What will be there is an individual kind of a fitness exercise, or one or two type of a game in which two people can play. That kind of things you can work out. So even in health and fitness, you have to reinvent yourself what suits you. Thousands and thousands of videos are there. There's no dearth of literature. Nobody can say that because of lack of knowledge, they are not able to take care of their health. That is totally unbelievable. In this world, nobody will believe. In fact, regarding COVID and Corona, most of us know the same thing as any well-read or doctor also knows, except some of the technical terms and matters. So many literatures are coming, but how to filter, what to filter, that is up to us. So the first reinvention was of our mindset. Second, I will tell you about health. Third is how we look at our progress and our material and our success and our career. That you have to look at it different. Nothing is going to last, let me tell you. If you're planning to make it for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, that after this I will do that, nobody can guarantee you in this post-pandemic world. What will survive, which idea will survive, which job will survive, which thing will survive, nothing can be guaranteed. So what is the way out? The way out is to constantly be prepared for changes. You cannot have complete attachment with material things. You have to use the material. It is for using. It is not for saving for 20 years or 15 years. It's just something like this. If you have a food, you should eat it at whenever it is required, not to keep it in the fridge for 3 days, 4 days. When I will feel hungry, I will eat it. That third day, fourth day may never come again. So the way we look at our wealth, the way we look at our money, the way we look at our career, that always has to be in the moment. Moment is more important. Your present is very important rather than planning long time. Short time planning of your career goals, freelancing of your thoughts. These are the things that will be in common nowadays. So you have to reinvent yourself in that mode. Think that everything is in a flux. If you accept that fact, nothing is difficult for you. Your money, if it is lying in the bank, if you guarantee that you will use it after 10 years and for 10 years you will wait to use that money, I think you are losing on the move. Use it, live in the present, spend it on your hobbies, spend it on your health, spend it on fitness, spend it on something which makes you live that moment according to your own earnings and your capacity. But use the material aspect. It is not for lying idle to be used after 20 years or 30 years. Intergenerational use cannot be guaranteed. Within that generation, you try to use that. That is the third thing which you have to reinvent your thought for the material aspect of your life. Fourth thing I would talk about is having a mental toughness. These are trying times. Things are in flux. Things will happen what tomorrow nobody knows. It's a kind of a situation in which nothing can be predicted. A kind of a situation in which you feel like giving a prediction or a definite direction to your life, but you are not able to give it. You're not able to remain stable in your thought. Today you have some idea about how the things will work out. Tomorrow some another story will come out, another research will come out, it will say something. So in these times, it is very difficult to maintain your sanity and your mental balance, especially with the rise of fake news, with the rise of hateful news, with the rise of concerted news to disturb. You have to maintain your sanity. You have to do some research. What to consume, what to not consume, what to believe, what not to believe, how it can affect your mental balance, you have to understand. If social media is affecting your sanity, stop the social media. It is not a must. You start developing the art of talking, start developing the art of reading. Until unless you don't develop certain aspect away from this busy schedule or from your work or for your stress, mental toughness is going to be very difficult. You should not cow down. These are trying times in which your mental toughness will be tested more than anything else. Tough times don't last, tough people last. You must have heard that. So, what is that which will guarantee you toughness? That is knowledge. The one who knows more, fear less. I will tell you something about why we are able to save so many lives in a cyclone or a thunder or thunderstorm or a typhoon, because we have more knowledge now about the weather. We know how much speed the wind will be, how much rain it will be, where to evacuate, where not to evacuate. Why it was not possible 50 years down the line? Because we never had knowledge. Now, since you want to become mentally tough and to save yourself, have knowledge, read, see good videos, do not jump into social media unnecessarily, screen out the fake news. If you have that kind of power of knowledge, you will fear less, you will have more mental toughness. Ignorance will always make you fear. It's like groping in the dark. You are at the mercy of the darkness. So try to enrich yourself in this with knowledge. Now is the time to dust your books in your library and start reading it. That will give you mental toughness, nothing else. Last, I want to come. Develop some kind of hobby. If you are not developing in this post pandemic world some hobby, you will never be relaxed. You will never be peaceful. If you like to listen to music, please make it that you listen. If you like reading books, read it. If you like seeing movies, you see it. If you like talking, if you like writing, whatever relaxes you, whatever gives you a sense of satisfaction outside your career, Hobbies are those things which satisfies you outside your career. Something which is exceptional quality. Somebody likes to sing very well. They can explore so many things in which you can test your singing abilities. The idea is not to win. The idea is not to become famous, but the idea is to constructively involve your mind away from the fluid situation, to relax your mind, to see something beauty in those things which you never had time for. That is reinventing your own self. Everybody has capabilities. I myself did not know that I have capability to do certain things. When I started doing it, I understood that why I was not doing it for so many years. Because I always thought that hobby is something which is a luxury, which only we will do when we are retired or we don't have work, then we will do hobby. It's not like that. Hobby is what makes you do your work correctly. Your main work gets supply of energy, dedication, commitment, happiness from the hobby you do. So reinvent yourself through these five things which I have communicated. This is what my thinking was. Reinvent your mindset, the way you look at the world, the way you look at yourself, the way you look at the situation. Then you look at your health and fitness in a holistic way as a lifestyle part of your daily routine. Then look at the way you view material aspect, money, wealth. You have to reinvent your thought on that. Then how to be mentally tough, how to reinvent yourself to be mentally tough. Lastly, how do you reinvent yourself to have some hobby which will make you a kind of a better satisfied person. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you need to be happy, you need to be satisfied, you need to have a peace of mind. Whatever gives you that peace of mind, reinvent those things. Whatever I have said is not that it is a watertight compartment that only these five things can help you out. This is what I felt. There may be hundreds of ways in which you can reinvent yourself. It's an ongoing process. So this is what